Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCW Life Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window, and not a very nice scene looking out our weather window today. A lot of bad air quality all over north central Washington. Here in the Wenatchee area, we have been in the unhealthy category throughout a lot of the day today. Here's a shot at Wenatchee where we are at about 165 on the air quality index. But I'll tell you what, up in this Lake Chelan area, there's a looking at Lake Chelan from Manson, and you can't even see Lake Chelan right now. They are currently in the hazardous air quality index readings at around 302. In fact, Chelan has been as high as 341 at times today. So air quality has affected some activities as far as sports goes, and we will tell you more about that coming up a little bit later on in our sports with Eric Grantstrom. Also, we have some changes to talk about as far as weather goes, and we're talking into next week. In fact, the entire weather picture for next week looks a lot cooler than normal and a lot wetter than normal, and we'll tell you more about that as well coming up in weather later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Fire behavior remains active on the Crescent Mountain fire, now just under 50,000 acres in size. An 18-year-old Wenatchee man remains in custody after he was kicked out of his own mother's house after leading police on a high-speed vehicle pursuit and foot chase. And a fire reported at an apartment complex in Leavenworth forced residents to evacuate this morning. But first, we begin tonight. Crews continue to tighten up control on the Cougar Creek fire as it holds steady at 71% containment. Public Information Officer Jacob Welsh gives us our latest video update from the fire Facebook page as the management team downsizes and prepares for a little rain.
This will be our last video update. We're not turning our backs on you. We're still going to keep putting information on Facebook, and you will be able to get updates. But this will be the last video update as we're downsizing our organization. I'll be going home today, back to see my family. Very excited about that. Another thing to be excited about is that four-letter word we've all been waiting to hear, rain. So there's a potential for rain tomorrow. A slight chance, and it'll just be a little bit, but anything really helps us out here. And the weather is going to be a little hotter and drier today before that cold front moves in. So today will be the hottest, driest day for a week and a half. Tomorrow, the cold front moves in, and it should bring a little bit of moisture, cooler air, but it will bring some windy conditions as well. Moving on into the weekend and next week, we're expecting to see wetter weather, a little bit of cooler temperatures. So today you may see a little more smoke in the area, and a lot of that smoke is going to be from our neighbors up north, that being Okanagan County and British Columbia. Let's look at the map. The east flank, south flank, and west flank all really secure containment lines. Crews are going to continue chipping. They're going to be doing a lot of chipping, which is hard work, getting rid of those slash piles that we created when we widened roads to serve as containment lines. Also, they will be backhauling. So backhauling is removing the equipment no longer necessary on the fire line. That includes pumps, hoses, and some other equipment like big Fulda tanks that we use to support water.
The Cougar Creek fire has burned more than 42,000 acres with 438 fire personnel continuing to work on that incident. There are no more evacuation notices, and forest closures in the area have been reduced. Also, as of 2 o'clock this afternoon, fire officials reported that they were experiencing a flare-up on the north end of the Cougar Creek fire. It's not crossed Mad River, and helicopters are dropping water on the flare-ups, causing large plumes of smoke. Fire behavior also remains active on the Crescent Mountain fire, now just under 50,000 acres in size. 947 fire personnel are working the fire, which remains at 37% containment. The plan today was to continue to hold the fire from actively spreading toward the Twist River, Libby, and Buttermilk Creeks as well. Crews will also be working to sustain ongoing efforts to construct, hold, and improve fire lines already in place. An 18-year-old Wenatchee man remains in custody today after he was kicked out of his own mother's house after leading police on a high-speed vehicle pursuit and foot chase. Wenatchee police say the incident happened around 3:30 a.m. Monday when 18-year-old Julius Sabalos was seen driving erratically near the 900 block of Monitor Street. After an officer attempted to stop Sabalos, he took off at speeds upwards of 60 miles an hour through neighborhoods and ended up near Okanagan Avenue and Russell Street. He allegedly struck the curb in several places and hit two parked cars before getting out of the SUV and fleeing on foot. Police ran after Sabalos, who entered a home in the 1100 block of Kittitas Street, where his mother kicked him out of the house, and he was arrested shortly thereafter at about 6 a.m. Sabalos was arrested and charged with suspicion to attempt to elude a police vehicle, hit and run, third-degree malicious mischief, and obstructing a law enforcement officer. He is currently in the Chelan County Regional Justice Center. Well, a fire reported at an apartment complex in Leavenworth forced residents to evacuate the building this morning. About 50 firefighters from multiple jurisdictions responded to the Berg Rose Apartments off Mine Street at around 9:30 this morning. According to Chelan County Fire District 3, the fire was confined to one apartment in that complex and was successfully evacuated. Smoke damage is reported throughout the building as crews continue to ventilate and overhaul on scene. Agencies responded, including Chelan County Fire Districts 1, 3, and 6, along with Lake Wenatchee Fire and Rescue, the Chelan County Sheriff's Office, and the Chelan County PUD. Coming up next, the Wenatchee Valley is experiencing a construction boom with new commercial, industrial, and residential development occurring on both sides of the river. The Port of Chelan County celebrated the start of new economic development at its Cashmere Mill site property yesterday. The Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center has named a new executive director. And Bales, Pails, and Wagging Tails is the theme for this year's Chelan County Fair that kicked off today at the Chelan County Fairgrounds in Cashmere. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life Evening News.
So Pam, how's your mom doing?
She's okay. She's struggling. She'd like to stay in her house, and it's getting harder for her to do the daily chores.
What kinds of problems is she having?
Just basic house cleaning, you know, taking care of her house, yard work, taking care of her medicine.
It does sound exhausting.
It is very exhausting, and I always worry about her.
Aging and Adult Care can assist you or your loved one to remain comfortably and safely in their own home. Contact them today to start the conversation.
With 15,000 square feet to explore, you'll find something special at the Antique Mall at Cashmere. For the do-it-yourselfers and those with a keen eye for making something old, fresh, and new again, the Antique Mall at Cashmere is the place to come find your next project. From the coin enthusiasts to avid collectors, Antique Mall at Cashmere has treasures in every corner. Come find your treasure today. Antique Mall at Cashmere's friendly staff is here to help. Stop on by today.
The physical therapists at Cascade Medical love the outdoors as much as you do. But sometimes where there's love, there's also pain. Let us help you get back to the activities that you love. Cascade Medical, partners in your health.
Welcome back. In another news, the Wenatchee Valley is experiencing a construction boom with new commercial, industrial, and residential development occurring on both sides of the river. In the East Wenatchee area, a new 66-lot subdivision is being built along 4th Street Southeast. Douglas County Land Services Manager Mark Kulas says the past couple of years has seen a boom in new construction.
One thing that we've noticed is that it's across many different varieties of construction, so it isn't sometimes sometimes you see that there's a particular sector of construction that is peaking, commercial and industrial, and other times it's residential. This seems to be spanning all of the types. So we have a robust industrial and commercial building going on. We have considerable home construction going on. It just is a good time for the construction industry and a good time for folks who are related to it.
Kulas says the new construction also results in a one-time revenue boom in terms of the amount of sales tax generated by the building industry. Well, the Port of Chelan County celebrated the start of new economic development at its Cashmere Mill Site property yesterday. Port officials held a ceremonial groundbreaking Wednesday afternoon to mark the start of construction of two large industrial buildings designed to spur new business growth in the area. The buildings are expected to be completed in the spring. Port officials say the $6.6 million redevelopment project will allow local businesses to expand and help the port recruit new businesses. The Chelan County Commission agreed to allocate $500,000 to the project, and the port is putting up the rest of the money.
On behalf of the Chelan County Commission, I just would say that it's great to be able to partner with the port and provide opportunity here for the city of Cashmere, for the Upper Valley. This is really an exciting day to turn dirt and to see something that's already been up and erected, and jobs are being had right behind us. So I want to commend the port on their efforts and look forward to a great future here on this site. As a kid, I remember, the Schmidt lumber and the mill pond over here and the Noon whistle. I mean, those are things that you kind of, I grew up with. But what's neat about that is that, although the mill is not here, as JC mentioned, jobs will be. And that's really what we need here in our valley. And I appreciate, once again, the opportunity to partner with the port in making this a reality. Thank you.
The industrial buildings will be high-ceiling, multi-tenant spaces. Possible uses are production, warehousing, laboratory or office space. Laus Trust Incorporated purchased just over 3.5 acres in September for a new manufacturing facility. Construction there is ongoing, but production at that facility has already started. The Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center has named Carrie Sturgeon as the new executive director. Sturgeon currently serves as the vice president of the Pacific Science Center's Science Engagement and Outreach Division. She will take over the reins of the museum on November 19th. Prior to her role at the Pacific Science Center in Seattle, Sturgeon served as the museum director and curator at the Willamette Heritage Center in Salem, Oregon. That was from 2007 to 2014. She's an Arizona State University grad with a master's degree in cultural anthropology. Bales, Pails, and Wagging Tails is the theme for this year's Chelan County Fair that kicked off today at the Chelan County Fairgrounds in Cashmere. The fair will feature the usual carnival rides, food booths, and plenty of entertainment throughout each day, including music, magic shows, dog races, and horse trick riders. The FFA and 4-H livestock barns will also be open with showings and judgings each day. Tonight features the Fair's Got Talent contest that runs from 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock. On Friday, country music star Colin Ray takes the stage with a performance at 7:30. Ray has 24 top 10 records and 16 #1 country hits in his almost 30-year music career. The Pro West Rodeo is the featured attraction this weekend with start times at 7 p.m. Saturday and 1 p.m. on Sunday. The fairgrounds open at 10 a.m. each day. You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, your sports update with Eric Granstrom and our feature story tonight. That and much more still to come on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
It's a free walk-in job search assistance center. It is designed to help job seekers with the tools that they need to find a job. We have partnered with libraries in 5 other cities, providing the same types of services that we offer here, just there.
Just walk in, we have laptops, and we can help you with resume, cover letter.
All of our services are paid for by the revenues earned in our store. Goodwill is just a tool that the community is using to help their neighbors find a job. Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
I have a doctor who knows what they're talking about.
It's just so much more hands-on and friendly than anywhere else I've ever been.
It's really great to walk into somewhere where you feel welcomed and you feel accepted.
We've just been grateful for the care and respect that we've been given there.
And here when I come to visit my doctor, I'm not afraid to ask questions.
It's not just about getting you in and out.
I love my care at CVCH. It's awesome. Give it a try.
Eastern Washington. It's a great place to call home and a great time to own a home. It's the ideal place to lay down roots for your family and your future. Gisa Credit Union thinks Eastern Washington is a great place to own a home, too. That's why we offer all kinds of home loans with personal attention every step of the way. We're your home. For home loans, we're Gisa Credit Union.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
And a happy Thursday. Well, poor air quality in the Wenatchee Valley has once again forced area teams to head inside for practice, including the Wenatchee Panthers. Coming off a 52-0 loss at the hands of Mount Si last week, Wenatchee coach Scott Devereaux says it's been a week of lesson learning for his squad as they prepare to travel to Lewiston.
We got quite a bit out of the film. We saw mistakes that we made. Our tackling wasn't very good the first half. We missed 24 tackles the first half. We only missed 3 the second half. So, we got up the game speed a little bit better there. But we learned so much from game 1 to game 3. Take huge steps, and that's the plan. We make some big strides for week 2.
Senior linebacker Jaden Christofferson says it was a matter of going back to the basics.
In the first half, definitely noticed some breakdown of guys not knowing scheme-wise, coverages. Second half, we dialed things down a little bit more, made it simplify it, going base, and just focused up on not making mistakes.
The Panthers will be at Lewiston, Idaho for a game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. We'll have more of a preview of the rest of the area football schedule coming up tomorrow morning right here on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Also on the prep schedule today, well, the smoke has had an impact once again. Girls soccer that we were going to have tonight here on the NCW Life channel, Eastmont and Cashmere, has been postponed due to poor air quality in the valley. We're waiting to see about football tomorrow in Pasco for Eastmont, and soccer is set for Saturday. Also tonight, Cascade traveling to Ephrata, Quincy hosting Chelan. Those games are still on and still set for 6 o'clock. Volleyball, they're inside tonight, so the schedule will go on as scheduled. Cascade plays at LaSalle. Manson's at Lake Roosevelt at 6:30. Wenatchee hosting Chelan, while Eastmont's on the road at Sela at 7 o'clock. Well, the Wenatchee Wild, who this weekend opened their 4th season in the British Columbia Hockey League, have announced their team captains for the 2018-19 season. The honor of wearing the C is team captain goes this year to third-year forward Lucas Souter. The Trinity, Florida native is committed to play Division I hockey at Minnesota State Mankota next season. The assistant or alternate captains are third-year defenseman Jacob Mowbray, who hails from El Segundo, California. Third-year defenseman Chad Sasaki from Cypress, California, who's committed to go to Colorado College. And second-year forward and Los Angeles native Murphy Stratton, who has committed to play his college hockey at the University of North Dakota. Wenatchee opens the regular season with their first 11 games on the road, beginning Friday at Vernon against the Vipers. Wild home opener is coming up on October the 12th. Well, Earl Thomas is back with the Seahawks as they prepare to travel to Denver for a season opener with the Broncos on Sunday. Coach Pete Carroll is happy to have him back on the field.
Earl returned today. It's really good to have him back. He's been with us for so long. He's just been part of the fabric of what we've been about. And it's an adjustment period, as he jumps in with us now. We'll figure out how that works, and we'll get through it. He already is on the field with our guys, and he'll practice today. So we'll see what that all means. I don't have any thought about what to share with you on that one right now, because we got to just see how he does and how he feels and all that kind of stuff. But it's great to have him back. So our guys will welcome him back. They're excited to see him, and we'll move forward with that.
Now, Coach Carroll would not go so far as to say that Thomas would start on Sunday, but it sounds like he is going to play. As far as the team is concerned, Carroll says he and the club are ready.
It's a great matchup. We're excited. This team has been pumped the whole time, the whole entire offseason. The energy and the juice of this group has been great. They're ready to roll. We'll put together a couple more days of this week, and then we'll take off and go get it done. So I'm really excited about what's coming up.
Seattle and Denver kick off Sunday at 1:25 on Fox TV. The NFL opener is actually tonight. Atlanta travels to take on defending Super Bowl champ Philadelphia on NBC. That kickoff coming up at 5:20. Well, the Mariners got the long ball they've been missing in a 10-hit 5-2 win over Baltimore last night at Safeco Field. Seattle got back-to-back home runs, 2 out solo home runs, in fact, from Nelson Cruz and Denard Span in the 5th, following a Mitch Haniger solo shot in the 3rd to spark the offense. Mike Leake evened his record to 9-9 by earning the victory on the mound, going six innings, that is, allowing 2 runs on 7 hits. He struck out 4. Mariners have an off day today before they host the Yankees in the first of 3 games on Friday night at Safeco Field. James Paxton will face New York's Masahiro Tanaka. Speaking of the Yankees, as we take a look at the Les Schwab scoreboard from last night, New York's Luis Severino knocked around for 4 runs in the first, 2 more in the 3rd, lasted only 2 2/3 as Oakland won 8-2 to take the series. The A's now trail New York by just a 3.5 game for that top wildcard spot. Oakland's lead over the Mariners for the final wildcard spot still at 5.5 games. Houston maintained its 3.5 game lead in the AL West with a 9-1 win over the Twins. Alex Bregman led the way with the defending champs with a home run and 5 RBIs as Astros swept that series from Minnesota. And Shohei Ohtani with 4 for 4 with 2 home runs to lead the Angels past Texas 9-3. That's sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom on the NCW Life Channel. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Time now for our weekly Kennel Cameos feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Today, NCW Life's Megan McPherson introduces us to Lasagna the cat.
Hey guys, Megan here with the NCW Life Channel. We are here with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society's Development Officer, Renee Parkins, and we are also here with Lasagna. Hey, so what's going on with Lasagna? Hey.
Well, he's about the biggest lover I've ever met. He just wants to be in my lap, and he just wants to be loved, and yeah, as you can see, he's just a snuggler.
So he was a stray, correct?
Yeah, he was a stray, so we don't know very much about him. He was brought in, he had a wound on his forehead, and we thought we might have a, big tomcat scrapper on our hands, but it turns out that is far from the case with him. He is definitely a lover, not a fighter, so.
And how is he with, do you know how he would be with small kids and other animals?
I don't know how he'd be with small kids or other animals, but he seemed to be okay. Actually, while we were setting up, there was some small children in here, and he seemed interested in them and didn't seem afraid. So I think really as long as they're pretty calm, I think he would be okay with kids. I don't know about other animals. That would just have to be a test thing.
If someone wants to adopt Lasagna, what should they do?
They just need to come down to the shelter. They can come meet him, get to know him, see if he's the cat for your family, and if he is, you can pay his adoption fee and take him home today.
Do you have anything to say, Lasagna? Purring. I think he's purring.
The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue and is open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org. Kennel Cameos is supported in part by Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory in Leavenworth. Not only does the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory have great house-made fudge and super delicious candy and caramel apples, but they also have great doggy treats for your four-legged friends, located at 636 Front Street in Leavenworth. This has been Kennel Cameos at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society.
And we'll be back with your complete local weather forecast right after this.
Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house, featuring great family dining in downtown Chelan. We've got burgers, pub fare, and the best barbecue around. Try one of our award-winning sauces made fresh here in-house. So grab the whole gang and come on down. Stormy Mountain Brewing. Beer, barbecue, friends, and beer.
You don't want to see this happen. It's the oil light on your car.
Oil is the lube of life for your car's engine. At Alignment Pros and Express Lube, they pour the best oil your car deserves. Expect fast, friendly, superior service in a clean environment. They'll change your oil and perform a 21-point inspection while you enjoy the comfort of their amazing waiting room. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Oh, hey Nate, what you doing there?
I'm just reading a book.
A book? I didn't even know they made those anymore. Where'd you get it?
Right down the street at Ye Olde Bookshop.
Ye Olde Bookshop, I'm gonna go check it out.
If you're looking for a good book to read or you're in the market for some beautiful handcrafted creations from local artisans, look no further than Ye Olde Bookshop right in the heart of downtown Wenatchee.
And welcome back to the NCW Life Evening News. Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Today, kind of a mixed bag out there. It was nice and warm. We did see highs mainly into the mid-80s today, light winds, and with no wind, this was our outcome, especially for folks up in the Chelan area. This is our Manson Sky-Fi Tower camera trying to find Chelan back in all that haze and smoke. Chelan's air has been awful today. This is what it looks like right now in the Wenatchee Valley. Not quite as bad as our friends up in Chelan, but we've been in the unhealthy category throughout most of the day today. 165 our latest reading. As you just heard Eric in sports, some sporting events canceled here in Wenatchee because of that air quality. But things should improve as we take a look at our surface loop now. Beginning tomorrow, that's right, a weak system will move through, and we have a 20% chance of actually some rain showers here in the Wenatchee area. I think it'll be into our evening hours on Friday, and it's all because of an area of low pressure that's moving through tomorrow. That means as it moves through, we'll see some nice weather as we head to the weekend. Sunny with light breezes on Saturday. There's that large area of low pressure, though, off the coast of British Columbia. It creeps closer on Sunday, but not before we see another nice day. Sunday, mostly sunny, high temperatures near 80. All of the smoke should clear out at least by tomorrow afternoon. Monday, then, that bigger storm moves in. We'll see a 20% chance of showers on Monday. That'll be later in the day. We'll see much cooler temperatures, too. Those cooler temperatures will translate into Tuesday, where our chance of rain goes up to 30%. And even past that, going into Wednesday, we will stay with rain showers and cooler temperatures. Let's take a look now at your quick lube and tune forecast. Tonight will drop down to 62 degrees, a nice mild overnight low. Increasing clouds for our Friday. We will see some showers develop late in the day and into the early evening hours. 85 our high temperature Friday. I think our air quality will improve at least by afternoon tomorrow. For Saturday, sunny, a bit cooler and 78. Awfully nice on Sunday with mostly sunny skies, mild conditions and 80. And then the cool down and our weather pattern change occurs on Monday. 20% chance of showers, 75 degrees. A 30% chance on Tuesday at 73 and all the way down to 72 for our high on Wednesday with partly cloudy skies and once again a chance for some showers. So that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz and News with Steve Hare. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value Localtel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
Tacos Chava has something new. Customers at Tacos Chava say it's the best Mexican food around. Nachos, enchiladas, tortas, ensaladas. And introducing camarones in many styles. You'll love the fresh salsa bar with so much selection. Are you ready for Tacos Chava? Find them at 2 great locations, the Wenatchee Valley Mall and ENIAC. Tacos Chava, tan delicioso.
Hey there.